everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be creating a floral mani today using dip powders from Kande Dips. We're also going to be using dip liquids. So a few days ago, we did a floral mani using gels, and today we're just going to focus on using dip liquids today for the application of the powders. And I am starting out today with Flustered, which is by far the perfect name. It's a thermal and it's just this beautiful solid color. It's like a pinky purple, and then it transitions with that thermal change to like a light lavender. It's really, really pretty. So this is a solid. Not only is this perfect for Valentine's Day, this is a great color to transition you to Easter, spring. This is a great color. And this would also be really pretty for like spring break paired with some bright oranges. Options are endless with this color, plus it's a thermal change, which makes it extra fun. So we're gonna do 2 dips on each nail here, and then you're really gonna see this color come to life right here with that second dip. It is everything, and I just love the coverage of this color. So sometimes when you're working with dip liquids, you do need to build up that color and that coverage, but 2 dips with Flustered was just enough and exactly what I needed. So for the dip liquids today, I am using the Krival dip liquids. They are on the faster medium dry time. They are a great dip liquid. If you are in the market for liquids, definitely give them a try, and the price point is just right. So you can see here that color payoff of 2 dips versus 1. That second dip is really everything, but I will be honest, it's still really pretty with 1 coat. And that coverage with 1 coat, it is everything. So if you want like a sheer kind of pinky purplish, you could definitely get away with 1 coat because it's not patchy or streaky or anything like that. But that second dip right here is totally melting my whole heart. So after we're done dipping into Flustered, we're going to get into the beautiful flower dip. So that is coming up in just a moment. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Mallory. I do almost daily press-on videos. I really like showing you dip powders on press-ons because I feel like you can see how the colors work, how they perform, and it's just a little bit better visual than doing it on my hand. I feel like you can get a really good idea how the colors are performing. All right, so we are into this beautiful bloom powder right here. This is a fun one because it's a milky white base and it has these really cute heart shaped glitters in here, which I didn't know there was hearts in here until we were dipping. I just thought it was gonna be these bright pink floral pieces in here, but I was pleasantly surprised, and I will tell you right now, I'm obsessed with these hearts. So I'm going to totally switch it up. Once I saw the hearts on here, I was like, okay, we're going to dust off. We're going to go ahead and dip into this cupcake liner again. And I really want to focus on more hearts on this nail. There's just something about these hearts. They're delicate, they're dainty, and they have like the perfect light pink color shiftiness to it, which I was super drawn to. So that second dip here, we're going to focus on picking up some more of those hearts here. And we did pick up one of those little flower pieces. So the key thing when you're working with florals is just taking time and pressing everything down. That's really going to help get those flowers to become one with your dip base and just become one with the nail, and then everything is going to be laying super flat. So the main thing is just pressing everything down. Just take that extra step, because the flatter you can get everything in between each dip, the less filing and buffing you're going to have. Plus, pressing everything down is really going to help protect those flowers as well. So this time we're going to go in with another layer of dip base, and I'm doing very thin layers of dip base. And then we're going to go ahead and hand place some more hearts and some more flowers. All right, so the moment I saw these hearts and kind of where those hearts were laying with the dips, those hearts are really just like over at the cuticle line. So I was like, okay, we're going to keep the hearts at the cuticle line, and we're just going to line up some flowers here at the tip of the nail to kind of have best of both worlds. We're showcasing some flowers here and some hearts, and I felt like it gave the nail a really fun design. Now these flowers, they're super delicate, so if you are working with them, just make sure you are using that precision tool and just gently picking them up. Do not like poke them too hard, otherwise you will risk breaking off some of those petals or even the stem. But I'm just going to build up a whole bunch of flowers here on the tip of the nail here, and then we will add some more hearts to the top of that nail here. But I am just gently pressing everything down. Also, these flowers, even though they are a bright pink, they are not bleeding with the dip base, which I was very shocked by, because most of the times when you are working with reds or bright pink colors or purple flowers or even blues, the colors will bleed with your gel base or your dip liquids, but I'm not experiencing any of that right now. So right now I am trying to get this heart here on the nail and then just press everything down. And then to absorb any extra dip base, I'm just dipping into that cupcake liner here, and then I'm going to take some time here and just press everything down. I really liked dipping back into that cupcake liner as well, because then we picked more of like that milky white base, which just kind of tied in this mani completely and kind of gave the hearts like this sheer effect. And then it also just put this like milky base over the flowers, which I really, really loved how this looked. I just thought this was a really cool design to kind of have the flowers here at the tip and then coming all the way up. All right, so now we're going to dust off. And then what I'm going to do now is we are going to go ahead and clear encapsulate this nail. I'm going to finish up the clear encapsulating on each nail as we go. And I'm just doing a very thin layer of that dip base here, making sure everything is completely covered and those flowers are completely saturated. And then I'm just dipping into the clear here. I always like to tap off the extra clear away from the jar to prevent any contamination. And then once again, I am going to go ahead and just press everything down just to make sure everything is laying super, super flat. But that is all it takes to apply florals with your dip liquids. The key is just to press everything down and really just take that time to just make sure everything is laying super flat. So I did still have a little bit of dip base there, so I just went back in to that clear here and then just finishing pressing everything down, and that is it. That is just a really fun nail. I really like how the heart-shaped glitters are mixed in with that powder as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dip into the bloom powder again, and we're just going to keep up with the flowers here on this one, but this time we're going to add flowers everywhere on this nail. So that's all I'm going to do on this one, and then we are going to be playing with a really fun chunky glitter mix. All right, so enough chit chat, let's dive into this flower mani here, and then I'm going to pop back in just a little bit.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you
how fun is this glitter? I love a white glitter, and then it has like the pops of red and then these really fun hot pink hearts. All right, so I only did one dip here and I really like the coverage, but I wanted to also reduce bulk. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking this little fluffy brush and I am just going to go ahead and just tap on some of those finer glitters. This will help fill in any areas. This will also really help cut down on the bulk. Plus, I really wanted some of those larger glitters that we picked up to kind of just shine through, and I did not want to cover up those hearts. So that is what we're working with here. And then I just wanted to fill in just a little bit more on the front here. Now, this step is totally optional, what we're doing right here with that fluffy brush and focusing on those finer glitters. If you want, you could totally go in with a full dip into that powder. I just really like this method when I'm working with chunky glitters because then it really does help reduce filing and bulk, and it really keeps the shape to the nail. So that is why I like to do it like this, but you could totally rock a second dip, whatever your heart's desires. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and press everything down ever so gently. Those hearts are everything. I love them so, so much. There's just something about like the brightness of the hearts on that white background. Then to absorb that dip base there, I'm going to go ahead and just dip into clear and then just press everything down. And that is all we're doing for this nail right here. And then once everything is pressed down, I will go ahead, dust off. And then we're going to go ahead and do a layer of clear on here as well to encapsulate this nail and protect it during filing and buffing. But this glitter right here, it is really, really fun. And you could totally use this glitter any time of year. Do like a strawberry shortcake kind of mani, but just avoid those heart-shaped pieces, which would be really easy to do. Just focus on dipping into that white and red, and you could totally get more uses out of this powder. All right, so we're gonna dive back into this mani here, and then I'm gonna pop back in just a little bit. All right, so right here I am buffing this nail and I noticed I took a little bit of that heart out. I must have not have clear encapsulated this guy enough, or he was sticking up a little bit. So that is what happened. I'm going to show you a really easy way on how to fix that here in just a moment. But that is what happened to that little heart right there. I just went a little too hard with my filing and buffing. So I will admit I can get a little heavy-handed when it comes to filing and buffing, but it will be an easy fix, and we'll get into that in just a moment. All right, now that we activated these nails, we're gonna go ahead and fix that little heart. So I'm just taking a little bit of gel polish. This is in the color Flower Moon from Sundara Nails, and I'm taking a dotting tool and I am just gonna go ahead and fix that area there. I'm just gonna completely cover that glitter piece here with the gel and just kept it in a heart shaped here, and we're gonna cure for 60 seconds. So now that is completely fixed. Then to seal up this mani today, we're going to do a layer of gel top coat cured for 60 seconds. So here's the finished mani. Right here, you can see a slight thermal change here. It's kind of more of like a lighter pink, but I love this so much, and those florals are everything. I really like the placement of the florals on the bottom there, and then those heart-shaped piece glitters, and then we have like that nail right there that has like all the floral petals on there. I just love the color of those floral petals as well. It definitely matches that beautiful flustered color so much. And then we have that really fun chunky glitter mix there, which is everything. So I really enjoyed this mani today. It was super fun to play with different elements here, from chunky glitters to florals, and then adding some little heart-shaped glitter pieces there. So I hope you enjoyed this really long but yet really fun Valentine's Day mani, and I will see you all in the next one.